How did you process, not making the team, and how did that make you feel in the moment?
I kind of felt like embarrassed because like people in my family said they would come to my games, so I was just gonna say I'm not on the team. But I felt like I'm not enjoying my young years.
Do you feel like this is something you really wanted to do?
Yeah,
You feel like it's something you put a lot of work in for?
yeah.
So how do you think in this moment now will you come back next year? So with the emotions you had, you said you felt embarrassed. You really put in the work for it. What do you think your mentality will be like next year?
I'm gonna just train different varieties so I can. I'm trying to be like a better hooper, so just take advice from people and stuff, and come back and be like one of the best. So
If you had any advice to give someone who was a sophomore and they didn't make their high school team this year, what would be the advice you would give them?
train harder, do extra than you did before.
For every person, it is unique for the situation they will face in basketball. Regardless, the expectations of success are the same. The results of shortcomings may lead those who believed in you to assume that you have failed. Whether it be internal or external factors for those shortcomings, the opinions from loved ones may be harsh and critical. No longer will they see the kid who is dedicated and driven to accomplish their goals. What you are in that moment can label you forever. How will you prove to yourself that you aren't what you were labeled as? These emotions matter. How you feel right now determines how you may feel 5 to 6 to 10 years from now. How do you process being, not being able to be on a team right now, and that's something you would love to do?
Yeah, I didn't make the team, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just focused on my job for right now. So I don't honestly I love the game of basketball. I'm still gonna play it, but I mean, it's whatever.
Okay, when they said you weren't able to play, how did that make you feel in the moment?
I mean, I was I guess I don't know. I was all right, whatever.
When you say whatever in this moment, was it a positive whatever? It's like, whatever, I was just coming out because, I just woke up and heard it was basketball trials. Or is it a negative whatever, I feel like I should be on this team. I feel like I do deserve an opportunity to be on this team. And it's kind of because you're forcing me to not be on the team, I'm just going to have to accept that.
Yeah.
If you were to help someone else in your situation, what advice would you give them if they wanted to make the team and they weren't able to make the team anymore?
I'm just saying, don't give up on something you love. Just keep on pushing through it.
Would you give that same advice to yourself?
Yes.
Sometimes when we go through the highest levels of disappointment, our body's response is to feel numb. This in the moment is meant to protect us, but holds the trauma until the emotions manifest into something harder to control. Negatively, this can lead to depression, anxiety, substance abuse, or irrational decisions that can destroy your life. Positively, it can fuel your work ethic to unimaginable heights. Through any circumstance, you will find a way. How have you taken the process of being cut and having to change your daily life after basketball?
I come from the basketball team. At that point, I just said, forget about it, cause like I don't even care no more after that. Cause it's my senior year in basketball, but basketball was just like I love the sport, but now I'm gonna have to give it up. I was
Honestly.
sad and mad. Like I was just like, what? Like how did I not make the team? I have all the things that makes me like be able to play the game. Had it from junior year. Junior year I got cut too. I was expecting to make it this year.
Do you feel like you put in the work for it?
I put in a lot of work for it, and I'm just surprised that the work obviously didn't come out as how I expected it to.
Like you play right now competitively. You want to play competitively. You come in the gym, you're going hard. Like you said, you had emotions that you felt when you were not able to play for the team. So how do you think 10 years from now, do you think you will respond like that you weren't able to truly live out your potential in playing basketball?
I'm gonna be a little frustrated in the future. Well, not in the future. I'm not gonna be frustrated. But if I think back to it, it's just gonna kind of frustrate me because of what happened.
The emotions of what happened in this moment, how do you think if you carried that and continue playing basketball, trying to play competitively, how do you think that could fuel you into becoming what you really want to be?
And I just see what I can do. I'm gonna keep working, and if I don't see no results in me working hard and me doing what I was basically been doing, then I'm gonna just have to give it up.
10 years from now or 15 years from now, when you have kids, if they're going through the similar situations you've gone through, how would you try to help them get through the situation? Would you tell them to give it up? Would you tell them
I'm gonna tell them to keep pushing because I don't want them to do what I did and like not put enough work in. I'm gonna try to do everything I can to get them to succeed and surprise me, do better than me. So that's what I want my kids to do.
If everyone's words of advice to another person is to keep going, why do they not feel that they can do the same? What are you willing to sacrifice to ensure you don't give up? What are you willing to endure to find the next opportunity? Every day, my brother and I are the same kid that told themselves, I will never give up. Every day, we sacrifice material obsessions, relationships, and peace of mind in a pursuit of a basketball opportunity. The future you want to have is created by the moment and the present. Instead of motivating youth with words, our actions inspire others to know you define who you are. The only way you can show who you are is if you keep going.
never dealt with his mental health. He suffered in silence. He couldn't verbalize what he was going through. Athletes have such a tough time dealing with mental illness. They're taught to be strong, push through the pain. So when they have to deal with something like a mental illness, it is so hard for them to be able to ask for help. And I think Sean thought, I got this. It's over here. I've got it under control. But see, that's the problem. Untreatable mental illness can lead to suicide. So if you get nothing else out of this conversation tonight, if you're suffering in silence, don't suffer anymore in silence. Ask for help tonight, tomorrow. If you have a son, a daughter, a grandson, granddaughter, a niece, and nephew, a spouse who is suffering, have that first conversation. You're not going to fix the problem overnight because it's a disease. It's not a character flaw, it's not a moral failing, it's a disease. And that's how we need to treat it as society.
It's important that we make sure we have a strong support system to keep our mental health in tip-top shape.
Health is important. It was Mental Health Awareness Day for Sean Locke, suicide prevention. If you need help, go talk to somebody. You needed help. We definitely went to the psychologist.
Definitely reached out to talk to the psychologist.
Changed our whole outlook on
change the stigma. You can go reach out to somebody.
Change the whole outlook on our season. It's the reason why we're here right now. It's the reason why we're still going. Because he told us to put our life in our own hands. You know what I mean?
And that was after it took a little bit of courage, to speak to a third party, but it's definitely worth it. Like I said, definitely changed our lives.